would you say if I told you today we had a little bit of everything? And by everything, I mean high knees, arm circles, martial arts, and hip-hop dancing. That's right. I hit them with everything today in Silver Sneaks. I didn't do the yoga class today. I was summoned to teach the cardio class today. That's right. The big one. The one where busloads and truckloads come to take the class. So once again, here's the setup. Teaching the class beforehand. Here they all come. Same 15 minutes before class, as always. I think I saw a couple of, senior citizens stamp marks on the hands from where they had just eaten lunch. And it was pretty amazing. So I'm looking out the windows and I'm seeing maybe, 8, 9 people. So I go out to change and I look around the corner and no. Let's say there were a good 15, 20 of them right out there waiting for me. So they were pumped because, first of all, I was teaching them today. Second of all, I'm teaching them the cardio class. Now, I was told that I was going to teach this class about a week ago. Maybe a little over a week ago. Week and a half ago. That's when it was. And from that day until today, I had to prepare for a class. Did I do it? No, I didn't. Because I knew that whatever comes to mind is always good enough. So, why not, I get up there and they are thrilled. And I tell them that they get prepared to die because I'm going to kill them today. And some of them took me seriously. Like, they really thought I was going to kill them. And I'm like, no, it's just a figure of speech. Like, we're just going to work out really hard, which I think relieved a little bit of the tension that was in the room. But, still, they were giving me, the, like, gimp eye and the weird eye and stuff. And some of them probably just had some cataracts and weird strokes. Half their face was whatever. But the point is, okay, I get up there to teach and I'm so excited because I'm like, today they are in for a treat. And I told them, I'm like, listen guys, I don't teach this class. I'm the yoga person, okay? But today, get ready because this is going to be like no other day. Get ready for the works. And they're like, they're all giddy. And there's this one little old lady in there who, when she found out I was teaching in the hall when we were talking, she was like, oh yeah, holds up her hand, wants to high five me. That's how excited she was. So I'm like, when the old people want me to high five them, dude, it's going to be a good day. So anyways, okay, so we've got Benny, we've got this other old guy, and all the rest were women, and they're fresh perms. I could smell it, and they had, their silver sneaker shirts on, tucked in, everything. They're all ready to go, and they've got their exercise bands, balls, hand weights, and of course, their chairs, because old people fall, and they have to sit down every once in a while. So, anyways, get going. Turn on the music. Dude, this music was awesome. We had some Proud Mary, the Supremes, every awesome song from the 60s, 50s, 60s, it was on that tape. Yeah, a cassette tape, and it was awesome. So I was pumped. So we get going, and I'm step touching it, and I'm like, you know what, guys? I'm like, I'm going to throw a few dance moves at you this week. Let's do it. And they're all like, they're not sure what to think. And I'm like, I start jumping around. And I'm like clapping. And I'm like, yeah. And Proud Mary in it and all this kind of stuff. And they're like, they're loving it. They are loving it. And they keep holding up their numbers because there's this chart that's like 1 to 10 intensity level. And when they get to an intensity that's kind of high and they might need to take it down a notch, they hold up their fingers. So they're like, I'm like, where we at? And they're like 4. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to take it up. Let's go. And I'm clapping, I'm jumping around. I'm like, this is, this is my way of doing a jumping jack with you guys, since you can't really do jumping jacks. So we're clapping overhand and we're jumping side to side and all this kind of stuff. It was awesome. And you know, then I started throwing out a couple of hip hop moves that I don't think they were expecting. Some high knees with some arm circles low, you know, doing some, and I'm really hitting the beat, you know, and I'm rocking it out. I'm excited. I'm working up a sweat, and they're really having a tough time. So I start getting a few, you know, 7s and a couple of 8s, you know, and they're trying to smile, but they're like, woo, woo, and they're off the beat. So I know I'm really working them hard. And I think it was at that moment that I added the hip thrust, which threw them all for a loop. Because first of all, I don't think any of them have thrust their hips in ages. And by ages, I mean 20, 30 years, okay? But I had them thrusting those hips like they've never done it before. And it was awesome. So that was fun. But they were a little confused. They're like, man, I don't know if I should do it, like, I should get buck wild with it or what. And I'm like, get buck wild with those hips. Show me what you got, you know. And I'm doing a little demo, wanting them to repeat, which some of them did. Some of them were just kind of laughing and shaking their heads like, we're not going there. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm like, time out with the dancing. Let's just go for some martial arts. So I started doing some punching and some high knees. And I'm like, bump, bump, you know. And I'm like, guys, listen. I'm like, keep up with me, okay? I'm trying to do a class here, and you guys need to know these martial art moves, such as, you know, a right hook and a double jab, a knee to the stomach, whatever, because I go, you never know when the day comes that you're going to walk out these doors and go to your car, and someone's going to be waiting for you with some brass knuckles. And they start laughing like I'm kidding, and I'm like, guys, I'm dead serious. Come on, now show me your best right hook. So anyways, the one little lady in the front is loving it. She's so into it. And she's like 4'11", and she looks like a kind of little weasel with like a really long tail, because her ponytail, it goes down to her butt, but it's gray and braided. So it's kind of like she could like whip somebody with it if she wanted to. But anyways, it was awesome. She was grinning ear to ear. They were all loving it. Anyways, it was awesome. Biddy wasn't having it today. He was not in the mood to get down and dirty, although he did do the hip thrust quite a few times, which I really had to try not to laugh because, well, we all know what he's got. And when that's being thrust right in your face, it's kind of hard not to get the church giggles, you know, in appropriate time and appropriate place, but you can't stop, so whatever. I just laughed. And so we kept on, and it was awesome. I worked them like nothing else, and they wanted to quit 10 minutes early because they were so tired. And, you know, I didn't let them. I pushed, we kept going. We did some lunges, some squats. I mean, I'm talking the works today. Needless to say, when the class was over, they all like crowded around me and told me that they loved me and they loved the class because it was so fun. And it was. I mean, I had a good time. I got sweaty, so I know they were dying, and it was amazing. So, high fives to all my Silver Sneaks peeps. You know, they rocked it out today. And, I don't know. I guess that's all I've got to say about Silver Sneakers today. But it was way fun, and Benny has, I guess, gotten the hint that, homie, don't play that. Get up out of my grills or whatever, because I'm not having any of it. So that is a plus. But at the same time, Jim wasn't there, and they kind of play off of each other. So I don't know. But I could have just been really intimidating today when he saw me throw my punches, and he knows, back off. Don't go there. So anyways, that's my story. I'm going to keep on with the Chronicles till I get in serious trouble, okay? So you just keep commenting, leaving me feedback. It's what I like. Talk to you later. Peace.